thoughts influence actions. So if you're taking a look at what you're doing from moment to moment every day, and I don't mean every tiny little millions of thoughts that you have every day, I mean specifically the thoughts and the feelings that you're having that are relating to what you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to do. So, first thing is, do not tell everyone around you what your goals are. What happens when you tell everyone or even select people what your goals are and what you're wanting to do? Doesn't that leave the door open for negative talk, for the thoughts from other people, or the comments from other people of, oh, you can't do that. Oh my gosh, let me see if you've succeeded yet. Hey, how's that going? And you could, and if you have told people what your goals are, and they're constantly saying, well, have you made the $1 million yet? Or, whatever it is, you can say, you know what? My goals are right on track. Everything is going right where it's supposed to go. And you can let it go at that and don't keep the conversation going any longer. So as you're going through what you're doing, and just remember your goals create your life. So as you're choosing your goals, be sure that you get yourself into the right vibration to receive the goals that you want to have created. And when you do, when you get into this creation mode, when you get into the vibration mode of I'm doing this, I'm awesome, I am creating everything I want in my life, and I am doing it my way. Don't have to worry about how things are going to come about. You don't have to worry about how things are going to unfold. That's not up to you to do. You're going to get different opportunities that come your way. You're going to get different options that float your direction. And it's up to you, the smart brain that you are, to take advantage of those. So it's not what you're doing that's benefiting your life so much. It could be what you're not doing. If you're not setting your goals and you're not following through on them every single day, then you may be hindering yourself there just a wee bit. Think about that one for a second, okay? Another thing is, guys, gals, nobody never apologize for being you. Never apologize for being the you that you are. If you're a motivational speaker, if you are a coach, whatever you're doing, that you're growing your business, that you're growing your lifestyle, never apologize for being you. For me, I make money being me because I offer great value, I offer inspiration, and I offer coaching for people who need it. And that is what life is about. It's about paying it forward and giving back. And the more you do that, the more you get yourself out there, and the more people see you and they learn of what you're doing, how you are, maybe different hobbies or whatever it is you're up to. They know that and they're getting involved in what you are doing, right? Sorry. So never apologize for you being you. You're the best you can be. And do you love what you're doing? Do you love the success you're having? And do you give yourself the go ahead to say, hey, I am this person that I've created. I am this wonderful being. And if you're not giving yourself permission to be that person, then you could be holding yourself back. And I'm going to say you probably are holding yourself back. So what you have to do, and this is another coaching, is get in the life you want. Get in the life of who you are. Be that person. See that person. That person is all about who you are and what you are doing. So a lot of people are asking me, why do I keep failing? Why am I failing? And you know what? You have to be who you are first and foremost. Be the great person that you were meant to be. And also, If I told you guys how many times I fail at what I'm trying to do or what I'm attempting to do, if I told you and shared with you how many times I have failed to launch something the right way or to make the X amount of dollars I intended to make, I would have a super long broadcast, because you know what? I am not afraid to fail. I am not afraid to fail. And every time I have failed, and it happens a lot, I fail forward. I know that's kind of a tricky one, right? I fail forward because what I fail forward is I learned that, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do whatever I set out to do. It's just maybe the way I went about it wasn't quite what needed to happen. So I had to change it up a little bit to make it right, to make me fail the right way, right? And that's not a good thing. You don't want to try to fail. You want to try to learn. You want to try to succeed. You want to try to prosper. But when you fail at something, say for example, let's use an example. For example, you got into with a group, you bought an opportunity, you joined something, and there's so much training in there, there's so much available that you felt overwhelmed, so you didn't take advantage of it and you just let it slide away. Well, you didn't take the action, so you failed at taking that action. And that is a huge thing right there, because that's not getting you failing forward, that's getting you just failing. But when you fail forward, like if you start something, you started a campaign, maybe you started a coaching program for people and it didn't quite work out and it failed forward, because now you can take another look at what you did and you can comment on it to yourself, or to your self-talk, which we've talked about. That was a whole episode we did, almost 3 weeks, I believe, of self-talk we did broadcasts on. So that was another huge one. It was a huge training thing that we did. So successful people fail most often. You know that? The more successful a person is, the more often they fail. And why is that? It's because we're not afraid to take action. We're not afraid to take that step. We're not afraid to say, you know what? That looks like something I want to incorporate into my business. That looks like something that I want into my lifestyle. Therefore, I have to take it. I have to run with it. And if you don't, if you're not taking that action, if you're not running with it, if you're not doing it, how are you going to grow? How are you going to go forward? So if you're staying right where you're at, then it may be you need to take another look, like I said, what you're doing, what you're not doing. So either way, hold them out. Either way, you need to get out of the rut, okay? And there's no way to make us stronger and more successful if we're not willing to take the steps, if we're not willing to not be afraid to fail, because failing is actually a good thing, because it teaches us, again, what works and what doesn't. And if you look at it as your thoughts that you're having are influencing the actions you're taking. So if you're using your self-talk, which is going to be your thoughts also, because our brains never shut off. Even when you're asleep, your brain is not shut off. Your conscious mind goes to rest, but your subconscious mind is always working. It's always bam, bam, bam. It's in there. It's making you breathe. It's making you, whatever it is you have, your heartbeat, or your blood pump, everything going on. So you still have thoughts and you still have your subconscious mind. So train your subconscious mind more to the fact that I am doing this. This is what I'm doing. It may not be the system you're working. It may be that you need to get to a new system, a new strategy, or something else. So whatever that is, whatever it is that you're trying to build, whatever it is you're trying to create, you've got it. God gave us everything we need in our beings, in our subconscious, in our just our DNA. And it's all in the neuroscience. Everything we want to be is right there. We just have to stop being afraid to fail. And it's just like in school, when your kids in school, think about this. Maybe you have kids in school now or grandkids, whatever. When they come home and they've not passed the test at the grade they wanted, or they didn't get the results from getting the part in a play or, a drama class or whatever it is, and they feel a failure, what do you do to help them to go forward? What do you tell these children to make them feel that, you know what, this is okay? Okay, so I wanted it really super bad. Someone else was maybe a little better for that part, or maybe if it was a grade, maybe, well, next time, maybe you need to study a little bit more focused on the outcome, a little bit more focused. When you do that, and I've done this with my kids and with grandkids, and when you do and you encourage them, you know what, hey, so you got a bad grade. That's not a big deal. You will get a better one next time, because now you know you're going to take the time it takes to develop that knowledge in your brain, in your mind, to make it happen. Same thing for a drama club. A granddaughter didn't get the part she wanted. So when none of us said, well, oh gosh, that was the lead and you really wanted it, we said, well, you know what? And she even admitted, well, the person that got it was actually perfect for that part. And she got a part that she was actually perfect for, and didn't actually realize it until halfway through the actual performance of the play. It wasn't during the rehearsals, it was during the actual performance. And she's like, I was great, wasn't I? And I'm like, you were so awesome. She goes, yeah, I was perfect for me. So sometimes you don't realize that what is right for you is right in front of your face, and you're so focused on what you think you need to have, more so than what you actually should have. And the Lord has a great way, universe, whatever you want to call, has a great way of putting that right there in front of us. Right there in front of us. And we have to be willing to step back a step sometimes and say, you know what, I'm going to go with this. This is what is here in front of me. I'm going to take these steps. I'm going to do this. If I fail, I fail. But you know what? Either way, I'm going to fail forward. If I succeed, I'm even more forward than I was. And by succeeding, you take the knowledge you've gained and maybe the money you're getting from it too. And you're going to pay it forward, and you're going to help more people. Right? That's what I do. Like I said, if I had to do a broadcast on all the failures I've had in my business, I would have a very long broadcast. It would be very, very, very long. Because you know what? I'm not afraid to fail. I am not afraid to fail. I love success, and success loves me, but I'm not afraid to fail and to not have something work out, because I know if it failed, I don't go out and look for failure. Please don't take it that way. But when I fail at something didn't go the way I wanted, or I didn't make the amount of money I wanted on something, I just do it a different way. And maybe if it was totally something totally out there, then maybe I'll just drop it and go on to something else that is better for me. And it's more in tune with what I know in being me. Like I said, you have to be you first. And don't let anyone put you down. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Be the best you can be. And take advantage of systems and strategies that people are out there giving us that are going to make our lives better, that are going to set us up to succeed. And there's so many systems out there that are set up to succeed. You just have to take the action steps to make it happen. If you don't take the action steps in an opportunity that you get into, or a course that you get into, or anything that you purchase that you need to get into and make it work, if you're not getting into it, then you're setting yourself up. Okay? So definitely Take the steps you need to take and be that awesome person you need to be. Because you know what? You are the best you can be. And push that out there forward, and don't tell anyone what your goals are. Don't tell anyone, not even your team, what your end result is. Make it happen for yourself. And you can do this. I know you can. So I encourage you all to take a look at what you're doing and what is your thought influences influencing your actions to do. Because you have the ability right now, right here, to make everything come together for you. You have to be willing to take the steps. You have to be willing to get yourself out there. And don't focus on failure, because you know what? If it fails, it fails. You're going to fall forward. You're going to fail forward. It's just going to take you that much closer to what you really want. It's just the way it goes. And I found when I stopped being afraid to fail, when I stopped having that fear, that I fail forward, but I found I was making more money in my bank account because I wasn't afraid. Fear holds you back, guys. Fear will just strangle you and keep you stuck where you're at. And nobody deserves that. You don't deserve that. So always, always and foremost, be true to yourself. Take advantage of systems and strategies that work, that are proven to help you. Get more prospects into your business and grow and be successful, whatever it is you need to do. Okay? Never be afraid to be you, and never be afraid to take actions. It's all about what you're doing and what you're not doing. So take a look at that, guys. It's just fantastic. Please subscribe to our channel because we want to get this out to more and more people. And we have a newsletter, so definitely get on our newsletter if you're not on there already. It's up and down, and we've got people coming and going. It's just amazing. I just love the growth of it. But definitely take a look at different strategies and systems that we're offering. I usually put them in my header. Thank you. And I put them on my blog also. So definitely come on over and take a look, and I will see you on YouTube. Okay, chat with you later.